Hello, my name is William Meek, the Harmon-Meek Gallery in Naples, Florida, and I'd like to introduce you to the work of Richard Segalman, who lived from 1934 until 2021. And he started off by doing charcoal drawings and ink drawings in the late 50s, actually when he was an enlisted man in the U.S. Army, stationed in Frankfurt, Germany. And so this is an example of one of the early works from 1958. And soon after that, he had a show in Germany at America House, and that's spelled H-A-U-S, and that was his first solo exhibition in 1958. When he came back to the States, he was looking for some employment. He had already attended art school, but he came to Naples because he had an aunt and an uncle who owned the old Anchor Bar and Lounge on 3rd Avenue South and US 41, which is now CVS Pharmacy. And this is an example of one of the early drawings that he did in 1959 of a man sitting at the bar drinking a beer. And through the early drawings that he did, sometimes he would have occasion to exhibit them in the bar. He was discovered by Julius Fleischmann, who's commonly referred to as Junkie Fleischmann, an early developer of Naples, and his family still owns 42% of the 3rd Street South shopping area. And Julius Fleischmann discovered Richard's work and gave him a show in his little gallery on 3rd Street South that he had for a couple of years. And soon after that, Richard hooked up with a new gallery in town, the Robinson Gallery, which would later become R&R Robinson Interiors when Mr. Robinson passed away. And so Richard had shows for about 20 years with that gallery until he connected with the Harmon Gallery in 1982, and which was located right next door. So these are examples of early drawings that he did in ink and graphite and charcoal. This self-portrait is the earliest one that we know about, done in 1961. And we're holding on to this particular one and one other self-portrait we have done in 1983 because they're very rare and we want them for future museum exhibitions. And so there are a few later drawings mixed in. The interesting thing about Segalman is that he never stopped drawing. He had sketchbooks with him all the time and would do little drawings of people often sleeping, which meant they wouldn't move. And so there's a lot of, we don't have the sleeping ones in this set, but he liked doing figure studies, and that's how he got to know the figure so well. And so I think these are very special works that really haven't been exhibited too much since the late 50s and early 60s. Some of them may have been exhibited in early shows in New York City. And I think that's about covers it for the early works.